The H&K MG4, or Maschinengewehr 4, is a 5-star MG that's available through both normal and heavy construction, as well as drops from Stage 13-4E. The MG4 was developed in the late 1990s as a replacement for the MG3 GPMG that was used by the Bundeswehr as a squad support weapon, as well as being the secondary armament for the Puma IFV. There are multiple variants of the MG4, such as the MG4/HK123, the variant adopted by the German Army, the MG4E, the export variant used by Spain, the MG4 vehicle weapon, which is self-explanatory, the MG4K, which has a shorter barrel, the MG4A3, a modernized version of the MG4, which adds MG5 influences, like being fitted for a Hensoldt Z04X30 scope, and technically the MG5, which fires 7.62 NATO. The MG4 is a gas-operated rotating bolt machine gun, which fires the 5.56x45mm NATO cartridge from a M27 Link disintegrating belt at a fire rate of 830 to 950 rounds per minute out to a range of 1,000 meters. In your base character art drawn by Neko, MG4 wears a white button-up shirt with black belt under her bust and black tie on top of that, black short shorts with thigh pouches on her thighs, black heeled boots, a green army jacket with red armband on her left arm, black hood, and triangle hairpin. Her MG4 is slung over her shoulders and hangs behind her. In her voice lines, voiced by Haruka Yoshimura, who also voices Momo Kashiwabara in Domestic Girlfriend, Nanaka Tano in Precon, Yang Guifei in Fate Grand Order, and Mika Jogusaki in Idolmaster, MG4 enjoys slacking off as much as he can, though she is also a bit shy.
まだまだお役に立てるようですね。またサボるんですか？好きにしてください。ただ、道連れにはしないでくださいね。いい加減にしてください。まだやるべきことがあるでしょう。私も一緒に連れて行ってくれるのですか？いえ、何も。私のことはあまり気にしないでください。やはり気にしてください。私も参加したいです。趣味を開拓するのは難しいですね。頑張ってはいるのですが。
Like some MGs, MG4's main role is buffing her own damage per second. Her tiles buff shotguns, giving them plus 12% accuracy and plus 15 armor. She's best placed on tile 4, but can be placed on tiles 1 and 7 if you don't mind losing a tile. MG4's first skill, Lock and Load, at level 10, has MG4 increase the damage and number of rounds fired per volley by plus 35% and plus 4 respectively for 8 seconds. This has a 8-second ICD and 18-second NCD. When fully linked, enhanced, and level 100, base MG4 has 182 HP per link for a total of 910, consumes 140 ammo and 90 rations, deals 84 damage, has 34 evasion and accuracy, 139 rate of fire, 4 move speed, a 5% crit rate, deals 150% damage on a crit, and has 9 clip size. The recommended equipment for base MG4 is a 5-star scope for increased crit chance, 5-star sniper round for increased damage and armor pen, and a 5-star ammo box, which means that she can fire for longer before reloading at the cost of some evasion. To fully mod MG4, she'll need 3,800 memfrags, 150 dummy cores, and 10 fire control components, 100 affection for all mod levels, and to be level 100 for mod 1, 110 for mod 2, and 115 for mod 3. This roughly takes 20.5 days just to get the memory fragments, though it can be shorter if there's a rate up. Getting FCCs is much slower, as you're only able to get 2 per month from the black market, as well as 2 from the battle pass. But that's only 40% of what you need, so realistically it will take anywhere between 3 and 5 months to get the FCCs that you need for both the battle pass and or the black market. Her rarity goes to 6 stars when modded. In her mod art, drawn by the same artist, MG4 wears a black button-up shirt with 2 belts across her chest, white short shorts underneath a black assless chap, gray thigh pouches, black shoes, green short-sleeve jacket with multiple pouches, glow sticks and grenades attached, black arm gloves with gray hand gloves, and a black hood and black headset. Her MG4 still hangs from a sling behind her, but she has a pistol that looks similar to a Glock in her hands, with a scope attached to the top. When fully modded, MG4 gains an extra tile in front of her, and now gives plus 20% accuracy and plus 18% armor to shotguns. Her stats are now raised to 186 HP per link for a total of 930, dealing 93 damage and having 35 evasion, 38 accuracy, 140 rate of fire, and 10 clip size. Her first skill, Lock and Load, now increases her damage by plus 50% for 8 seconds, and she gains 6 cartridges in her current magazine. MG4's second skill, Haunted House Hammer, has MG4 use up her additional cartridges first, dealing additional damage equal to 25% of her armor-piercing overflow, and increasing her own damage by plus 5% for 18 seconds, stacking up to 8 times or 200% additional damage and plus 40% own damage. When she has her spec, the MK4 Slap equipped, her attacks ricochet up to 3 times, dealing 0.1 times damage while also reducing damage dealt by those hit by 1, stacking up to 8 times or 0.8 times damage and minus 8 damage dealt for 6 seconds. The recommended equipment for modded MG4 are her specs, the Custom Comms headset, which is obtained in the gray zone, and gives plus 5 damage, plus 8 move speed, but minus 2 seconds to reload when fully enhanced and calibrated. The MG4 MGO, a ranking reward from Isomer, and is likely or will be available in the gray zone, giving plus 35% crit rate, plus 36 accuracy, but minus 1 rate of fire when fully enhanced and calibrated, and the Mark IV Slap, which is obtained by getting MG3 to Mod 3, and gives 600 armor pen, a passive to her S2, but minus 1 damage when fully calibrated and enhanced. If MG4 has all 3 of her specs equipped, she gets the set bonus Silent One. This makes it so that the enhanced projectile damage is 0.2 times the ricochets and guaranteed to crit. When members across the entire echelon have reloaded a total of 5 times, all machine gun and shotgun dolls gain a 50-point shield. 10 times gives all plus 30% crit damage, and 20 times gives all plus 100 damage. Base MG4 and modded MG4 are decent enough, but not great overall in my opinion, unless they're in some very specific circumstances, or you have all of her specs equipped. For base MG4, her tiles could be better in both terms of layout, since they'll need the coveted position tile 4 to have all tiles on screen, and the tile buffs she gives aren't really all that game-changing. Her first skill, Lock and Load, is decent enough for a generalist skill, where it just buffs her damage and increases the number of bullets she fires by 4, which just overall increases her DPS. Her mod version is definitely better than her base, since her S1 now just gets a flat damage buff as well as an additional 6 rounds to her magazine, totaling 16, and again, allowing for longer volleys and more DPS. Her DPS is further increased by her S2, which not only deals additional damage, but also ricochets, reducing the enemy's damage, not to mention the pretty good buffs that she gets from her equipment bonus. However, the ricochets don't really do much damage, and to get those bonuses from her equipment bonus, you'll need to reload a total of 5, 10, or 20 times, which realistically won't happen unless you're in a very drawn-out battle, such as a boss fight. Overall, not a bad machine gun, but you really do need to get all of her specs to make her good. Thank you for watching. Please follow my Twitter and Blue Sky for updates, and please check out my other Arknights and Azure Lane videos as well.